Yes, I know the car's still in pieces. I haven't really been working on it. I've been really busy, especially with the holiday season, work and researching what I need to do with the car. So this video is going to be just a small update of what I got going on and the things that I've purchased that have made it in. I'm still waiting on a few things, but this is just a small update to show you guys where we're at. So check it out. All right, so number one, spark plugs. We will be running a different spark plug from next year. Our spark plugs earlier this year ran perfectly fine. But since we're gonna be going with more nitrous and have the car actually tuned on nitrous, with the setup that we will be running for next year's season, it's a little different and a lot more aggressive than what we had previously. So we're changing up the spark plug. We're going with a colder NGK spark plugs. Spark plugs for NGK are labeled 1 to a 10, 10 being the coldest, 1 being the hottest of the range of the spark plugs. Basically what that means, the colder the spark plug, the better the heat dissipation. So right now LSs are gonna be, usually for naturally aspirated, it's gonna be about a 5. Since we're gonna be running pretty much a lot of nitrous and tuned and more of an aggressive tune with the nitrous, I've decided to go 2-step colder. So instead of a 5, we will be running a 7, and then I'll give you a little breakdown on that soon. But it's all for heat dissipation and trying not to have any catastrophic failures, because the hotter the spark plug gets, that's whenever things start to fail. So we don't want to run into that issue. So we're just going to take care of that now by upgrading our spark plugs. So let's take a look at those now. So these are the two spark plugs side by side. The one on the left is my previous spark plug. As you can see, that white part, well, it kind of used to be white, but that's what's called porcelain. You can see that protrudes past the thread, and you can see on the new spark plug, it's not protruded out that far. With the porcelain on the new spark plug being inside the threads, is actually going to help it dissipate heat a lot easier into the head. Not saying that the spark plug on the left isn't going to work, but like I said, we want something that's going to dissipate heat a little better, especially with running more nitrous. So as you can see, it's tucked in a lot more. This one's going to be the BR7EF. I'll put a link in the description just for anyone that may want to do some research and just kind of check out these spark plugs. Like I said, these worked, they were great, but with throwing more nitrous than 150 shot, I believe this is going to be the way to go. Just from doing my research and kind of getting a little bit more familiar with running nitrous, upgrading to a colder spark plug is going to be a good advantage. So we're going to take every advantage we can to have the best setup we can as far as not having any major failures and optimizing our tuning ability, and we're just going to see where we kind of go from there. So hopefully this is a asset for us, but we're going to check that out and hopefully it goes well. So that was my choice, so we'll see. Okay, so now on to the second thing. I had a lot of issues as far as I wasn't able to get a bunch of laps before I had to cool the car down. I was doing probably 3 or 4, like just thrashing laps, and then the car would start to overheat. Then I have to sit, let it chill for a second. I mean, that was good for the tires, I guess, but I want to be able to run as hard as I can, you know, do 6, 7 laps and not have to worry about overheating. So I will be upgrading the system with a secondary water pump. We will have a water pump, which is the mechanical water pump from the 5.3 pushing to the radiator, and I'm going to have a secondary electrical pump that's pushing to the engine from the radiator. So let's take a look at that right now. So my choice of electric water pump, I decided to go with the Davy Craig's. I haven't found that much information on this, but it was the right size and it'll fit my application. I actually have this one right here, the EWP 150 alloy. It's 39.6 gallons per minute, so that is plenty. Let's see if we can take a look at it. So get it out of the box here.
So, it kind of looks like a turbo, if you ask me. So I haven't really played with it that much. I actually haven't taken it out the box yet. So this is going to be the inlet, and then it pushes out there. So I'm gonna mount this pretty much on the radiator. This is a dash 16. I am not going to be using any type of dash fitting or lines or in lines or fittings, whatever you want to call it. I use pipe on my setup, but I do have a coupler that's going to fit this, and I have a coupler that's going to fit that. So that should line up nicely, and then I basically will have a plug for this to where I can click this on. I'm actually going to have it wired to my fans, and it's going to kick on whenever my fans are on. So that way I don't have to worry about turning it on and off when I'm getting in and out of the car. So when the fan's on, it will be running. So that's perfect. Let me show you where I'm going to put it. All right, so that's pretty much what it's going to look like when it's said and done. It's actually just kind of sitting in the coupler. So as you can see, that's pretty sturdy. It's not really gonna go anywhere. And then you can see where it comes off from here. It's gonna go into this pipe right here, and it's actually gonna 90. I'm waiting on the coupler to come in. I'm not sure why, but it's been delayed, and I should have got it today. But hopefully I'll get it tomorrow. We'll see. So that's how it's gonna be mounted. And it should work pretty good, and I can't wait to see how this is going to benefit my setup. The bottom line, that actually goes to the engine, and then the top line on my radiator, that comes from the engine. So everything should work out perfectly, and we'll see how that works.
All right, so I had to come in the house because this is where number 3 is. I was searching on eBay, and I was looking for wheels, and I found these XXR wheels for like, I think 80 bucks a wheel. I don't know. Check these out. Super cool, super shiny. Check them out. I haven't even opened this one yet. So, just throw that over there. Don't need that. Check this out. Now that is super clean. Look at that. That's so nice. Shiny. I've never had brand new rims before. This is awesome. All right, so that's pretty much my update. We got the new nitrous spark plugs, we got the rear radiator water pump, and we got the new wheels. So I am super excited to get everything in the car and then get it ready to go to the dyno. I have a few things in between that I'll probably be filming, show you guys what I got going on. Other than that, this is just a small update to show that I didn't forget about you guys. I want to show you where I was, and then what's my plans on the car. So I hope you like this video. If you do, smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and stay tuned for more content. Peace. Appreciate you guys. Later.